Hi, Doug Bird for Douglas Tackle World here with Stuart Price. How you going, Stuart?
Yeah, good, Dougie. How are you, mate?
Great, mate. And the team for Douglas Tackle World at the
That's
shop
it.
here, about 10 of us. Hey, guys, we are going to give you the fish report for this week, the Friday 30th, 1st, 2nd of July.
July. This year is going very quick.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Very, very quick. Too quick. And Stu, the weather this weekend, let's talk about that first. So
Yep.
we've got Saturday's the day. Actually, Friday's not too bad.
Yep.
And Saturday's even better. Saturday, I think it's like 5 to 10 knots, northwest swinging south at about 6 o'clock at night.
Yep.
Sunday, though, looks a bit average.
Average, yeah.
Starts off about 10 to 15 from the southeast in the morning. By midday, it's around 20 knots plus from the southeast. So, if you're going to go, Saturday's the day, Friday's the day if you can. Tomorrow, that is. This is Thursday. And we're going to tell you what to do, or what our suggestions might be. It's up to you what you want to do. Sorry, but take that back. Up to you what you want to do. We're just going to tell you what we would do.
Yep.
So, Stewie, snapper. I've seen a few being caught this week, mate.
Mate, it's actually been not too bad. They've kind of like really turned on, Dougie. Like we had that cool start to the week.
Yep.
Obviously cooled that water down a little bit more, and they've come in.
Have come in. Yeah, I've seen quite a few on Facebook in that sort of 70, even up to 80 centimetre mark. A lot in close, 24,000 reefs.
Yeah.
And 36s and obviously 50s.
Yeah, 50s is
lots.
a lot of fish, but they're school size. You
Yeah.
don't catch massive ones out there. Well,
Yeah.
you do, but
Yeah.
not this time of year.
Yeah, 40 to 60 centimetres, but you bag out.
Yep.
Yep, pretty quick. So we'll start in close. So Stu, guess what else is around? Unbelievable. 20-degree temperature. Spanish mackerel on.
There has
They're
been.
on. So if you want to, the guys that have been fishing for snapper, and as I said 2 weeks ago, I was winding my pilly up from Mountain 24s, and one mackerel Spanish right next to the boat smashed me and bit me off. I was only using obviously 20-pound leader fluorocarbon.
I thought that was just a Dougie story, but
No, it's true.
it might have actually been true.
Yeah, it was true. And then lo and behold, there's been a few caught last week, and then this week more again. So, and they're not bad size Spanish, around
They're
10
good.
or 12 kilo size.
Yeah, yeah,
Quite a few caught on True Blue charters this week. We saw.
yeah.
So, what do you get chasing, targeting mackerel? I'd say if you got the opportunity, yeah, do it. I'd be going obviously snapper first,
Yeah.
right on daylight. Then as soon as it cracks daylight, they go a bit quiet maybe. I'd try for mackerel.
Yeah.
Although this weekend is the super bite time, so
Watch out, not just not a normal bite time, it's a super bite time.
Yeah, because you got that high tide at like 6 in the morning,
You do.
right on daylight, perfect time.
Yeah.
And then an hour or so later, you get that bite after high tide that comes on for a couple of hours to about 9 o'clock. So you should get a fairly long bite in close this week,
Yeah.
which is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Cobia, if you be cobia, been caught
Few
again.
cobia. Yeah.
Yep. So plenty of trag jew as well. Stu come
Yeah,
to the
trag jew, pearlies.
Mulloway,
Yeah.
big jewies as well. The problem is the weather's a bit iffy on Sunday, so you've got to go Saturday. Yeah.
You do.
Yep. If you get the opportunity to go out to the 36s on Saturday, I would be jigging these things, Stu. Like
They just came in, Dougie,
Yeah.
finally.
back in again.
Yeah.
The squid tracks. We don't have many. It's like rations. So like on rations, we're all starving to death here, but they're getting a couple coming through. But they do work very well. But we're using those on like a micro jig rod, Stu.
Yeah.
Something in this. I know you like overhead. Well, I keep saying that, but you do actually like spin as well.
I actually like spin. Prefer spin, but apparently today I like overhead. So. But yeah.
Well, you like overhead in a bit deeper jig.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a couple of specials guys on
Yeah.
these micro jig outfits, which are really, really popular. We sell heaps of these. Spooled up about 200 or 300 metres of 20-pound braid.
About 250 metres of 20-pound braid, bit of leader tied on there, ready to go. Overhead or a spin, as what Dougie was saying.
Yeah,
And Dougie,
but-
red hot price, mate.
Yeah, $3.99 combo. Take your pick, which overhead or spin.
Yeah.
They're pretty cheap.
Yeah.
But for all that sort of stuff and
Like
these
ball
type,
jigs,
that type of thing.
they're definitely the rod. If you haven't done or haven't had a lot of success with these, try it on a softer rod and it definitely makes a difference.
Yeah.
So they work an absolute treat.
And they will catch everything we've just been talking about. Obviously, the Spanish mackerel, I'll bite you off, but I'll catch everything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, jigging's really good. And obviously, we're doing a talk tonight. Stu, we're doing a seminar tonight on Thursday night, guys. So you'll probably get this tomorrow, but on fast jigging for kingies and amberjack. So that's the other thing that's happening at the moment. We've had a few of our customers last weekend did really well out in the 50s northeast and down off Tweed.
Yeah.
And a lot of big kingies in that sort of what they can get up, sort of 12 to 15 kilo size. A couple of big ones amongst them, but more bigger ones lost. Sharks getting them as well,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So it's kingy time of the year coming up the next 2 or 3 months. So if you want to know about that, we've got all the gear here for that as well. Stewie out deeper again. Deep dropping. So last weekend, bass caught
Bass, blue eye, barcode,
these things.
jigs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard work, but good fun.
Yeah, so that's nearly a 900 gram jig. We've got all the gear here for that too. Like it's just one of those bucket list things, but it's addictive. So once you got one, you want to get and do it again.
You want to get a bigger one.
Yeah, and blue eye and everything else that goes with it. And we're jigging a little bit smaller jigs for the
Fawns and flame snapper
yeah,
and stuff
that's right,
like
in
that.
that 300 metre mark.
Yeah.
Those big ones we're using in about 400 metres to 500 metres.
Yeah.
It's great fun, guys, and it's a bit of a buzz if you're out that way, trolling around, maybe drop jig down or the electrics down and give that a go as well. Talk about micro jigs too. We carried all size micro jigs here, mate.
Do mate, that's more of a Dougie size, but this is
Little
a little Stu size, chasing his dart around the north wall. Nah, no, they smash them. Little Queenies, Dougie,
Yeah.
Trevally, all that stuff. Particularly if the bite's a bit harder or that
Yep.
on that really small bait that you just can't match.
Yep.
Just finally lures to match the hatch, Dougie. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually carry around about, just to let you guys know, we carry around about, I did a rough count, about 900 different jigs in our store. That's colours and sizes and varieties.
Yeah.
So it's a fairly good splashing of...
Not a bad display.
yeah, then times that by the quantity of thousands of jigs, but
Yeah.
900 different SKUs
Yeah.
of jigs. So it's a fairly good range to have a look at.
Yeah.
Stu, let's go now. I think else I'll show it all. Oh, Spinacres.
Spinacres.
Yeah, there's
not
a
too
few
bad.
big ones around at the moment. I know they've been quiet there for a while, but they're coming back on again. Just to get that bit deeper, 52 to 56 metres deep.
Yep.
And they're out there, and they're quite big crabs too.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my mates, Troy, got some really good ones the other day. So give it a crack maybe. And then Stu Taylor on the beach. You can't really cast a surf back from the boat this weekend. The swell's too big.
Too big.
The swell's
Too
big
big.
enough.
It's
Too
too big.
dangerous. Too dangerous. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah.
And if you're going out to Seaway on Sunday morning, that bit of wind's going to be blowing. Check the swell. Even though it's going to be running
Wait
tide.
until there's a little bit of sun.
Yeah, a bit of sun. Yeah.
Bit of light, I
Yeah.
should say.
I haven't checked the haven't been at Seaway for a few days now, but the sandbar there's always changing, so you've got to be careful in the day.
Yep.
Yeah, simple as that.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Offshoring our Stu. Oh, my son Jack was out yesterday, and they were just having a flick around for Taylor using metals, like we're talking about there, Stu. Little metals like that. Yep.
Yep.
And out in the bags actually, and they had a school of kingies come up to the boat, all well over 10 kilo.
Yeah, right.
And there's three guys in the boat. They chucked out their plastics, and 'cause that's all they had was little plastics and metals.
Yep.
But they put a bigger plastic on, so potentially we were going to go for flathead. So they had that gear in the boat,
Yep.
and all of them hooked up at the same time on these kings. They just went like tunk 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 and took all their lures, and all of them lost their fish. Of course, they're only using 15-pound braid, got smashed.
Yeah.
But there's a few kings around in close, which is really good to see.
Yeah.
A yellowtail king that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're out in the area, just on the sandbags there off Narrowneck, or maybe at the artificial reef north of Seaway,
Yeah.
just have a crack for kingies maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, give that a go.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for offshore. I'm coming short.
That's it. Yep.
Inshore. So Stewie, jump in. We went out flathead fishing.
We did.
We did.
See, this is the thing. When Dougie brings it up, you know that Dougie's had a bit of a win.
Well, it's three times in a row. It just keeps on going. But anyhow, looking for a bit of competition. Anyone out there?
I actually think it's only twice.
Three actually.
Is
three. Yeah, it is. It is.
Must be trying to blank out the first one. But anyway.
You got to remember it, mate.
No, that's right.
Yeah, so Stu,
still got a curse over me.
So
Still got a curse
we
over me.
caught, I think, 55 or 56 flatties in about a four-hour period.
Yep, there was three of us. Timmy was with us.
Yeah, Tim was there, so Tim did a great job. And we're testing out some of his new gear, S-Tackle.
Yeah,
which
will be coming soon.
Yeah, we'll let you know about it when we get more info when it's going to arrive.
Yeah.
It's got samples for now, but it works very well.
Yep.
And the thing was, though, we've got a lot of little flatties. So that's this time of the year, you get a lot of little flatties. If you get 55, I'd reckon 20 to 25 of them would have been under.
Correct.
And the rest were over. And we've got a couple in the 60s, half a dozen maybe in the 50s, and 10 or 15 in the 40s, and the rest were under.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't a bad score. If you did the flathead classic style scoring, you're probably looking around about 1,500 points or 1,400 points roughly
Yeah.
for the morning, which is not a bad start.
Not bad. Yep.
Not too bad. Anyhow,
But Doug, we found out that they're definitely eating small stuff.
very small.
Very small.
So the closest we got to at the moment to show you, which would definitely work, is this sort
like
of stuff.
those little ones.
Yeah, that sort of stuff there.
Yeah. Or small paddle tails, doggy like this.
Yep, correct.
Little boom baits, smarky ones, they work a treat. They're like 10x material. Or similar.
And I did sneak in a little sneaky cast with these. I like
Fantail.
I like the fantails. I love shrimps, and these bad boys did really well. Let's grab one out of the packet here, but it doesn't want to come out of the packet. We'll get it out in a minute. So they look like nothing, but they work really, really well. So that's the white colour. White at the moment, it's like just one of the gun colours, Stuart, this year.
Yeah.
The same as squid jigs earlier on in the season as well. White or white, it's as simple as that. Using this with about a 1/6 or 1/5 jig head, maybe a quarter if you go to the current, and casting up into the current, hopping it back really slowly up the edge of the banks. And that works very good. Stu, I know you like these.
Yeah, I use these Jackson ones a lot. That's obviously the empty packet, but that's what's in the packet. Yeah. And they've got those little legs on top, or the little feelers. They're connected to the body. I just break them off. So much more action. They just love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are really good. Yeah. Very, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, Stu, they come in a range of colours as well.
They do, mate.
Yep. The other thing, Stu, was a lot of tailor around at the moment. So
it's a tailor.
Casting, what would you be casting in the tailor, mate?
So like, if I'm off the beach or offshore or chasing like a bigger school or bigger fish, I'd definitely be using stick baits. I really like stick baits. They definitely catch less fish but bigger. So like ones with little bibs on it, like the G Control or those X-Wraps, they're not bad. Or like X-Wraps do one without the bib as well.
There's actually both types here.
Yeah.
With bib, no doubt. Poppers are really good, guys. Little stick baits, as Stu is saying.
Yeah.
This type of thing here. That sort of range of lures is what you're going to be using.
But
they're good too.
If I'm off the beach, I always chuck one of these. Surf Glide. They're rear weighted. It's got a sliding cast weight in there. They cast them wild doggy and they just smack it. So slow roll or like just kind of jig it and wind it at the same time, and they're all over it.
Yeah. So the tailors do up to sort of 60 centimetres maybe. A good one.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. You got a few the other day, mate.
Got a few, just around crab and stuff like that down this end yesterday.
Yep.
And obviously the week before that we smashed them on the pin.
Yeah, and we got a few at the pin on 2 days ago. We got those lady got a few bycatch of tail as well. Yeah. Not intentionally fishing for them, but they'll definitely do.
They definitely do.
Yeah, they are.
Lots of bait up the pin end.
Yeah.
Actually, there's lots of bait through the whole Broadwater.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, lots of bait everywhere actually. Yeah. Well, 2 weeks ago we were out there. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, or last week even. Yeah. There was no bait.
No bait.
No bait, no birds. And then we went on Tuesday and there was like birds everywhere, bait everywhere.
It was like not aquarium. What do you call the bird? Aviary. Whatever it's got. It's like an aviary anyhow. Full of birds. But and full of bait and full of fish. Lots of fish. Anyhow, all good. So so that's jumping area. There's a few whitings still around the lagoons up there, but it's getting a bit quiet again. Like I said last week.
Yeah. Heaps of bream, but really big bream.
Still muddies, Stu? Still a few
muddies. They're definitely still marching. Had a customer got some out the front of the Logan just the other day, so not big. Yeah, all full as.
Good. Yep. Back down this way. Heard any hairtails, Stu?
No, I haven't.
No, I ran a couple of weeks ago, but the moon's coming up again, so might be what they're working on, so it might be worth a go again. Yeah. Traditionally, I like September for hairtail, but this year they seem to be early. So give them a go.
Yeah.
Taylor, run up tide this weekend coming up. I love that high tide about 7 or 8 at night for Taylor, and I'm fishing sort of about a K or 2 Ks either north or south of the Seaway, so more or less up near opposite Runaway Bay or opposite sort of SeaWorld area and the edge of the channel in about 6 metres of water, and fishing like a pea-sized sinker the last 2 hours to run in, and so it doesn't get down to the bottom. You pillies sort of mid-water, get down to the bottom, and bream drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with bream fishermen or bream, but the tailor love that sort of mid-water pilchard.
They do.
And I'm chopping up. I'm using the head part and half of the pilly on either little tiny two-hook gang or just a one hook with a bit of wire. They will bite off your line. You can use mono as well, but it needs to be about 30 pound fluorocarbon and hope they get bitten off. But just casting out the side, let it come around the back of the boat, and I'm continuously chopping up the other part of the pilly in little cubes and dicing it out. As soon as you dice them out, the rods just go off. Yeah. Simple as that. Yeah. So give it a crack. It's something different, and jump out of the water, good fun catch, and not bad eating as well. Yeah. Stu, the other thing I did too, I caught some tail there about a week ago, guys, and I filled it and skinned it and boned it, whatever, and then I left it overnight in soy and a little bit of garlic, and a Worcestershire sauce, and marinated it. And the next day I just grilled on butter. It was so good. Like, I'm not a real big tailor eater. It was so good.
Dougie's cooking channel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyhow, try it.
Yep.
Okay, for those Taylor haters out there. And Stu, I haven't heard many sand crabs around. The Broadwater's been a bit quiet.
There's been a couple, but not many.
Yeah, not many, yeah.
Still more muddies around the
Yeah,
seas,
it's
believe
muddies,
it or
yeah,
not. So,
that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, try up the Pimpama and probably up Coombe as well.
Yeah.
Give it a crack.
Yep.
White at the river. I see old mate got a few at the White.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I know that you got
Yeah.
about, but I can't remember.
His name.
Anyway.
But he got a few good whiting up around the council chambers again. I can't believe
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. It's still up there. They're there all year round, I think now.
Yeah.
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 Give it a go. Other than that, squid.
Squid.
Yep.
Dougie, you got some squid jigs
I
in
have,
again, mate?
Yeah, I got some in, and we got in some different squid jigs too for your one that's hanging at the back, just a sleeper.
The
we call
sleeper.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
So normally a squid jig, going to say a size 3 is the size we normally use on that sort of situation, and a 3 is normally around about that sort of, well, this one's 14 grams, but the normal size 3 is the size we use out in the back of the boat, just sitting in the rod holder. But the trouble is you get a bit of wind or a little bit of current and the list sort of up near the top. So we got in heavier ones, size 3 again, but they're like 23 grams, so they're nearly double the weight, and they'll definitely hang down deeper, closer to the bottom. I think they'll definitely work better. So I'm going to try those out this weekend. They're a Yamashita product, which are Japanese, and they come in a range of colours, and a great thing as well. There's a little glow fin at the back there, if you can see that, which will be really interesting to see if that makes it swim in the current. Don't know. I'll find out. Otherwise, Stu,
Old favourites, mate. Yeah. I always just use the white ones. Or the red's actually been pretty good too, Doug.
yeah,
Red
the
underfoil.
customer got a few of that, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. So
yeah,
it's been pretty good.
yeah.
But and Dougie, you always like the red head
Well,
one, mate.
yeah, little jigs, little squid
Yeah,
jigs
that's
as
right.
well. When things are a bit quiet, just throw a little one, give it a crack.
Yep.
Cast up current, let it hop it down,
Yep.
sort of thing. But yeah, a lot of squid, just a lot of squid. A few tigers this year, Stu.
Yeah, that's kind of started coming
Yep.
in. Yeah, which is good.
Which we haven't seen for a couple of years, so give them a go as well.
Yeah.
Around the rocks and structure, and night time this weekend. If you're land based this
Yep.
weekend, I'd definitely try the jetty down at the Spit
Yep.
in the cove there at Buns Bay.
Yep.
I'd definitely try around the Grand Hotel boat ramp, and the jetties on the foreshore there at Aqua,
Yeah.
and definitely the Southport Pier.
Yeah, it's a good tide
Yeah.
like that. Last of the
That's
run
a
in.
perfect tide
Yep.
for land base this
Yeah.
weekend. Yeah, so give that a go at night time preferably, guys, rather than early morning might be right too. But once the boat traffic starts, it's funny you just don't
It's
get
over
them
quick.
But if you're in a boat, you catch them with the boat traffic.
Yeah.
It's weird how that works. I don't know. Strange, but anyhow, give that a go. Freshwater scenes too. What's happening there, buddy?
Still bass, mate, definitely.
Yeah, still
100%.
bass, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of guys are casting little jigs and spoons and that type of stuff this time of year and catching a lot. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hindstown.
Hindstown.
Yep, and probably tilapia around probably.
Yeah,
So it's getting a bit cold. The
yeah.
ponds, it's like, I know the canals are getting down to around sort of 16 in the morning now, or 15 degrees
Yeah.
water temp. So I reckon those ponds are probably down to about 14 maybe. Really cold.
Probably a little bit cold.
Yeah,
But yeah.
give it a go.
Yeah.
Okay, that's about it. So guys, be careful of the weather this weekend on Sunday, especially. Saturday's the day if you're going to go, or Friday, of course.
Yeah.
Give it a go, and just be safe out there. And don't forget to watch our YouTube channels and tell your friends about it. They'll learn heaps as well. And also we've got the Instagram as well.
Yeah.
Bit of stuff on there as well. And we'll catch you next time.
Dougie
That's
learned that much on him. He's giving me a run for my money now. But don't worry, Dougie. Next week, mate, I'm back.
Mate, I sit there at home at night and I just watch Stuart. I think, what's he doing I'm not doing? And it isn't much.
That's a bit weird. Right, see you guys.
See you guys.